Real life, right? We tried. Let's see if we can do it again. That was crazy, right? Lamborghini shutting off, cut off on the road. Damn, he smashed me from the back. Bust my shit, see? Wow. Everybody's just crashing, huh? Big truck, baby. Big Lambo, baby. Truck, you can go all up on the big ass or the grass and all that. Once you go too far and get a penalty. It's that Lambo this time. You can handle this job. See what it can do now. Right? Now we're gonna see what it can do. Truck, baby. See that moisture on that road to get you though. Right there to get you. Since it's wet. Take my time with it. Take my time with it. I don't even care. This is a big truck, baby. truck, baby. Trying to handle my business, you dig? Downshift it first and see if I can get it to like burn out a little bit. Since they're talking. Oh, capping too hard. Let me drive this one. I'm playing with this little ass truck. I knew I was coming fast. Come on, let me show you how to really drive this one. Come on, what's that? Couldn't even get the 6th gear. Come on, fam. What's up with the top speed, man? Like, had to stay on 5th. Come on, look. You can't get up 5th unless it's going up a hill, right? So, the truck is alright. It got good handling and all that, but the Ferrari just handling, you know what I mean? It's got good handling, though. This handling is crazy. I'm up here tripping. See, I was trying to get that kind of burnout. I'm gonna take that Audi though. I'm gonna take that Audi. That Audi's a beast. Something to play with, you dig? 2nd place, easy. Like that was. How's everybody doing, man? Thank y'all for stopping through, man. So I'll let your boy too. Yeah, man, I had to pull out, man, try something different tonight, you know what I'm saying? I said, I'm gonna do it, the POV view for my viewers, man. Thank you. Listen, man, my people that subscribe, man, thank you. I appreciate y'all, man. I got my first 50. Thank you. My first 50 subscribers. Thank you very much, sir. I got them problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on Hey. I solve them. I run through the money. The pressure be calling. Left on my blessings. I feel like I'm falling. The 30 is back. Tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through. That's some real shit, though. You think what the I got problems on problems. You ain't got one problem. You never have one problem. I see that we different, you riding, I double. I don't do discussions on bragging about hundreds. Don't go to your places, I know that they sunken. Don't call me your brother, I barely could trust it. I told her it's shorty, she back in the pocket. And I'ma need all of my dollars on paper, so hand me the money, I love you the pop. I'ma give all of my people a portion to build them a fortune. I'm flipping the bribe. I can't be mixy when iffy the vibe. And 40 on 50 is really the time. Why you roll on my phone like you want me, like you wasn't pushing the kick to the side? I don't know if you bitches are thinking I'm
it's a lesson, that's word of the wise. Dubbing the mixes, I'm mixing, I know I've been missing, I needed some personal time. Fuck all the pictures, dimensions, I know what you digits, I mean it, I'm staying inside. Cause bitch, I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems, I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted, the phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Cause bitch, I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems, I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted, the phone and affection, I summon and dub it.
These are the 3 cars on the update, y'all. See, that's the car I gotta get right there. Toyota GT1. I gotta get that car, man. I gotta get that. See, I got that. I got the Audi and I got the. Yeah. Let's see that one more time. Run that back one more game. These updates are nice though. That 8, woo, watch how I got that thing hooked up. I took it and, you know, put my own little twist on it, my little rims, my color, my wing. I was like, man, that thing need a wing on the back. That looked too, Check it out one more time. PlayStation. Oh, okay. That's the what you got. You gotta do it to the game. My B. Damn. Check this out. This is dope.
I haven't thought about Gran Turismo for years, and this was just revisiting the past. I used to play with my teenage boys. A lot of good memories came back.
Gran Turismo means everything to my generation. The first Gran Turismo came out during my childhood. Looking back, it was probably one of the most pivotal moments in cementing my journey to becoming a car designer.
We had several designers that were doodling tons of little VGT sketches, and you had to go by their desks and ask them, that's not one of the programs, what is that? Oh, that's a Vision GT. When you realize that there's that kind of passion happening unofficially on a project, we thought it's time to make this an official kickoff.
We really wanted to capture an emotion out of the first read. The car needs to sit on the ground and feel like it's moving at high speeds. As soon as the leading design is identified, globally we assist this design by pushing it digitally around the globe. Our ideas get floated through Korea, they push them back to Europe, Europe pushes them back to us, and there's always the input from our leadership.
Sorry about the camera, y'all. Just trying to get it together.
We start off through our whole digitalization process. We have a lot of designers generating their ideas, translating
it looks different on all screens. You know how when you set your camera up, then when you turn on it's different. I'm like, why would they have you set the camera up
to make sure
beforehand? Then when you turn it on it's different.
The entire silhouette of the vehicle was designed with aerodynamics in mind. Upon refinement, working with the engineers, they really challenged every radius, every section on the vehicle. so that it performs at its highest.
Once we have established the right type of proportion, we'll get a lot of the different groups involved in the process as well to really come through there and help us fine-tune the design through its development process.
We really wanted to resolve all the challenges of airflow with the silhouette of the vehicle. Starting from the front, there's a large cutaway so that it lowers the frontal mass, and then as it sweeps over the cabin, the rear deck lid has a spoiler that seals off that airflow.
Wow.
The vehicle really is engineered to cut through the air and be very streamlined.
It's like a frisbee. That thing is crazy. It's like all these different ducts to force the car to the ground. Imagine how it feels when you drive. It's like you don't feel no resistance. Everything is just straight. Look at that shit. That's crazy. That don't make no sense, man. Come on. That thing is crazy. That's a real car.
When we first started thinking about the design of the VGT interior,
So bulky
we thought
and
about
big.
the beaded white space and how to apply it to a race interior.
At the beginning of this project, we were met with many challenges. One of them being the cabin size. We had to determine what was best for aerodynamics and what was best for occupant.
The examples of beaded white space in this interior comes in several forms. The interior begins as a lightweight monocoque, which is sculpted around the driver. Carefully considering the negative space to create a cocoon, we wanted to give our drivers an edge. So we designed an integrated panoramic display that stitches together the side and rear view cameras to create ultimate track awareness. We've also consolidated all of the buttons into a few different touch points to enable faster operation.
The Genesis X Gran Berlinetta Vision Gran Turismo concept,
Perfect
we
screen
wanted to
right there.
instill the Genesis DNA that we have in our brand and our design, and it starts with the front end. So we took the inspiration for our front end came from the Genesis wing badge with the crest shape, and our two-line signature that you'll find on all of our cars is exactly what we put into this car as well.
Wow. That's a
As
lot
we
of
created
design,
the
man.
Genesis X Gran Berlinetta Vision Gran Turismo concept, we saw the opportunity.
It's like that
to
car
use
has
the
all the
racing
new technology they could think of, because you know they got the
Turismo
best of the
games
engineers,
to our product,
formula racing
which is a
technology, wind
fantastic
tunnel,
carrier
all
for our
that.
message.
Damn, look at that. Woo! I love to drive that car.
I feel like the
That
mission
thing's
behind
monster.
this vehicle
So
is a
big.
lot larger than the car itself.
God,
It's really to
look at that
capture the
car.
future audiences and educate them on how to love cars again. The spirit and soul
I'm
of
gonna
the
have to
car
drive
should be
that car
seen
tonight.
at first glance, and the emotion should be driven by desire. This is what we pass down to the next generation.
We always look at our concept cars as a projection or window into the future to better understand what could be on the horizon. So I think that's part of why we do the vision vehicles is to really understand where the ceiling is for the brand.
Wow, that was awesome.
PlayStation.
Okay. That was awesome, guys. Okay, where we going, baby? Oh, this is the new, if you haven't seen this yet, check this out. This is the new, this is crazy. Fanatec wheel, right? This wheel's the new made for Gran Turismo with, I think it's the first Gran Turismo wheel, matter of fact. Let's read that. Okay, Landshut, Germany, February 9th, 2024. Developed alongside Palafni Digital. Fanatec is launching the Gran Turismo Direct Drive Extreme, the latest official direct drive steering controller. This is the most powerful official direct drive system for Gran Turismo, combining an advanced steering wheel together with a 15 pneumatic club sport direct drive plus wheelbase to deliver consistent performance and incredibly realistic force within Gran Turismo 7. They say all that to say the wheel is fire. It's good. Check it out. Yo, hold on. Let's see the pictures of it. Let's check out the pictures. Wow, that thing. Look at the motors. Look at that. Those cool. Those are like coils on the side to cool it. I could tell. Those are cooling coils. You could tell that's a motor running like whoo. That thing is crazy. That's that IndyCar motor. Woo, nice. Look at the display. Awesome. Awesome. Where's my mouse, man? Hold up, man. That's crazy. That's beautiful. Look at that there. That's called a direct drive. That's a direct drive motor, right? That's crazy. Where am I at, baby? Okay, let's get a beat. Let's get a beat from the street. This is a real live right here, man. You know what I'm saying? Show y'all some real stuff. Instead of just jumping on there, just racing. Like, let's see what this game is about, man. Let's get it in. Cause we're trying to win some money so we can get that Toyota. It ain't funny. We need money. What up, fool? Yo, let's go to this, what you call it? Let's go to this track. Hey, let's bring it back. Hey, I want to try something different. Let's try something different. So you can see the car. It won't go far. It'll be a superstar. Yeah, let's try this. Let's get it. I like this joint. This is kind of sick. Let's get a custom race. 5 laps in the place. Get sprayed in your eyes with mace. Get sprayed with the 5. We're going live. Hit that live. Hit that like. What you like? You like to ride on the bike? You like to ride in the car? You're a superstar. Don't go far. You might go to the bar. You might just steal a car. Don't get very far. Hey, what's up, Paul? I had to hit you in the jaw. Okay, we doing this custom race, baby. Whoa. I gotta bring it back. Hold on. I gotta go back and switch my whip. Far. Yeah, we gotta switch that car first, right? Woo, there we go right there. It's that R8 Coupe V10 Plus. Joint got 913 horsepower. We got all 4 wheels drive. So that's why the traction on this thing is crazy. Audi's, they said, is basically known. They said what I noticed is this. They put those 2 cars together, right? But they said that, I think it was Audi had bought Lamborghini or Lamborghini bought Audi, but the technology is mixed. That's why a lot of those cars have 4-wheel drive. And somebody was educating me on that a day or 2 ago. And I looked it up too, and the technology merged. So that's what you feel, you know? When they put the, peanut butter and jelly, baby. Let's get to it. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna get that. So we're gonna get that custom race though. We're gonna get that custom race though. 1, 2, 1, 2, baby. How's everybody doing, man? Thank y'all for stopping through, man. Take a minute to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. You know your boy's trying to bring you that fire, bring you the POV view. Come on, man. You gotta rock with me, baby. Give you the real view instead of just looking at a track, man. I want to put me in the car, man. Don't make me in a cartoon, man. I'm not a cartoon, man. Where my peoples at, man? Damn, I supposed to give my peoples a shout out, let them know I'm on. Hold up. nothing but a G thing. Hold on. Had to give my peoples a shout out, man. Bro, right here be riding with me, man. He's a good brother. And anything about it, and he love racing like I do, man. So like hey, he's supportive. I support him all day. As he come through, man, he gave me some chat. I like people to get interactive with me. Let me know so I can get interactive with you. That's what it's about, community, right? Okay, shit. That's what we trying to do. We trying to chop it up like fam, you know what I mean? What else we got, man? We got our games. We out the way. We ain't in nobody's way. We chopping it up. We listening. We chilling. You know, we're doing us. You know what I mean? It takes a certain kind of person to like this type of sport anyway, for real. No joke. A lot of people I speak, they don't even, whatever. But a lot of people that like that emerging, because those are the people that like to think. They like to get, to take themselves to another level of understanding of the, you feel me? Like the world. Real talk. It's like you want to leave the world, but you want to go somewhere where your mind is free, you can think, you can control, you understand? And that's what this game does. It puts you in and plus, you got to think about it. Every second, you know, it's releasing endorphins in your mind because you're thinking. You got to think fast. And I notice this game really makes me sharp. This game makes me sharp. It does, because I'm got to be right there. Let's get to this race instead of all that, man. Popping and chopping, you know what I mean? This car right here is crazy. And this track right here is, it's got a nice little twisty, so that's why I'm giving it to you like this, because I already know. You know what I'm saying? Gotta give it up like this, dog. Where my people's at, man? Holla at your boy, man. I'm in full effect. Racing, man. It's Saturday, March. We making it do what it do, baby. Fun with it tonight. R8's a beast. I like this joint. You get together. Then you get that little string at the top of your thing that be itching my. Make sure. You know, you gotta make sure your cockpit is all right. The seat, everything. Comfortable. That's why I like to lean. I like to, because everybody's body is different. Plus I put all the pipe and start tuning it up to it. See, I'm still thinking I'm in the Lambo. I got, you know, I'm back in the race car for real. Come on, baby. Drive it, right? shift like that. Damn. I still think I'm in that damn Lamborghini. This car is mean. I gotta drive this car. Track again. I'm right in that corner, a little light. I gotta master that corner. I can't do car right there, man. The handle, we gotta handle that joint. What's up, man? Yeah, good. Yeah, that car right there is sick. Yeah, that's that A8. That's one of the new update cars right there, right? So that's one of the new update cars. So it's like, yeah, I think I drove it like 4 times or 5 times or whatever. But that car is sick, yo. It's power. But see, I kept coming around that corner crashing. I'm gonna do this again because I gotta master. This is that Daytona. This is one of those fast tracks anyway. But I gotta master this corner. I just can't keep crashing every time I'm going to something else. I gotta master it. So let me get back into it right quick. Try this. Let's do it. Thank you for stopping through, man. It's like I said, tonight is my first night. I'm doing it this way, the POV style. You know what I'm saying? The POV style. I'm giving it to y'all raw, giving it to you real. Instead of just doing it, you know what I'm saying? This is so you can get that good immersion with me. You feel me? And plus, it's kind of better for me without me on the screen, kind of. You know what I'm saying? And it's better for you guys because you guys can get it from this way, which is awesome. I even looked at the camera. I was like, wow, the view is awesome. So I hope you're getting a great view. If so, throw that like up. Let's get it up. Let's do it. I'm about to blow this joint right here. This is crazy. This car right here is mean. How's everybody doing though? Thank y'all for stopping through. Holla at your boy too. GT. Let's get low. Corner right here. Come on, man. What the? This corner didn't even do nothing, man. What the? You gotta ease it through there, something? It's that corner right there, man. See the mechanics of this car. I gotta. I'm on the grass. It's like real heavy. It's a lot of power though, just I gotta try this boy, don't get it twisted. I didn't want to play with it. I respect the car, but listen. get no big accident right there. Come on, man. It never fails, man. It never fails in that corner. Stay in that corner. I just don't understand how I lose it. Mine on every other corner but that one. I think I gotta slow it down a lot. Respect that corner. Austin. Look. Sorry. I was trying to blow through there on some bullshit. You see that? Did a 360, try to get too motherfucking cute with it. went over the grass, fool. Yeah, that race was lit. Yo, you gotta have some shit. Yo, coming into that corner right there, you gotta have some serious control over that joint. Woo! That joint ain't nothing nice. Let's look at it real quick. Crazy, right? So thank you for stopping through, man. Everybody that's stopping through, man, thank you for stopping through and bringing you the real, the POV view on this. You're doing the pressure. You're doing the pressure. You're doing the pressure. They trying lit. Just one look at it. I just took the Lambo out before this. Taking this out. I'm gonna take something else out in a minute. I don't know, man. I want something fast, man, right now. I feel those. This is cool. Matter of fact, I gotta take this down somewhere. I gotta tell, whoa. Let me not even do no faking. I ain't gonna do no faking. I'm gonna take this. I already know where I gotta take it to, right? Germany. Come on.
Repsin. Life is walking through the mud, I'm battle tested. Can't complain, I can't debate on who the best is. Over time, don't really care about who next is. Man, right now. Push it, push it, push it, push it, push it, push it, push it.
Who's going down right now?
Yeah, I watch sports Center, not the news. Yeah, couldn't name me Paul, cause I'm the truth. Yeah, always find the wins after I lose. Even in way out, pick and choose.
That's where it gets real at, right here.
I hope you remember me. I know you remember me. Sweat my face from Tennessee. She the only time I see. That's it. Life is walking through the mud, I'm battle tested. Can't complain, I can't debate on who
go into that big.
Over time, don't really care about who next is. Man, right now. Push it, push it. can't debate on who the best is. Over time, don't really care about who next is. Man, I'm right now. Life is walking through the
Going around the corner, he slow. Like I know he's gonna go that slow around the corner. I catch him. Watch this. That's where it gets real at though. This dude right here, I can smoke him. Update dude right here. This is the new update Audi A8 V10. Brand new car in the Gran Turismo game. I got that. I had to get that. I gotta dry this joint. I gotta just get tricky because now the roads get wet. How we rolling this bitch. Yeah, we ride tonight. Yeah, we ain't gonna play with it, you heard? The dudes up front, they think they smooth, huh? Wet. Woo, oh man. The whole steering wheel just let loose on me. It's just a little dry right there. Dry, okay. can do, baby. Whoa, eight to hit a wall. This side. Dog, come on, man. Oh, man, he clipped me. Alright. Damn. Oh, the wetness. Gotta be easy. Yeah, it's wet. It's wet. Dudes are smoke. They gone. Okay, that's dude. At the last minute, you both want to get out of them, huh? See all that water? Look at that. Slide up. It's wet. Dudes is gone. Catch that motherfucker. Take it on in. Woo, that was a hell of a race though. Yeah. Yo, that Audi is sick, right? Woo, yo, that Audi is sick, right? That joint's crazy. The Audi goes berserk. You gotta drive that car, man. I mean, third, I thought I was second. Third, oh yeah, that's right, I crashed. I think dude flew by me. I didn't even see it though. Woo, that thing got me sweating. Woo, this race is crazy. That's that extreme POV, baby. How's everybody doing, man? Thank y'all for stopping through this live, man. Hope y'all enjoying my new setup. The boy 2 GT full effect. Blowing that Audi A8. Getting sick with it. Yeah, man, we live, man. I'll let your boy, man. We streaming. POV, baby. Woo, that thing right there gets crazy. Ah, look at that car. Hey. It's that Audi A8, y'all. Whoa. The pipes sound crazy, right? It's that new update, baby. If you ain't see it, I'm gonna show it again. The video. I'm messing up my stream. I'm tripping. Woo, that thing. That's that real POV view. Yeah, thank y'all for stopping by my stream. It's your boy 2GT saying what's up. I'm just trying a different view this way so I can just drive right here. Y'all can get that POV view. Trying something different, you know what I'm saying? Trying to, build my page, build my lab. You know what I'm saying? Build my garage. Should I say? Build my garage, you know what I'm saying? My sim garage. So, yo, I'm here. That's what we doing tonight, babe. I'm gonna do a few F1 cars too. Plus a couple videos. I was watching the updates and all that. Let y'all see those. The updates and all that. Y'all check into that. Stay up on the current updates. Don't hate for the update. What's good, what's good, what's good, YouTube? If you like what you see, hit that like button. If you want to see more videos, hit that subscribe button. Cause I got more coming. We just started this game. Yeah. Boy, TGT. Full effect, B. 2GT in full effect, see? That's old school, full effect. Remember that? Back in the days and shit. Full effect. What does it mean, man? That Audi A8 sweet, right? PlayStation. I gotta say it like that. Okay, world map. World map. Hold up. Okay. sport we knew. Let's check out what's in the game. Let's just take a peek at this for a second. We'll be back to some racing.
Had the World Finals, especially because we are in our host team.
I think being in Barcelona is actually kind of crazy because my dad went here about 30 years ago, and he told me about how nice this place is, and I agree with him.
It's the very first World Final that it's outside of Monaco, and then it's going to be open to the public as well. I think it's going to be wide, so I'm very excited for that.
Competing with a live audience, it's awesome. I feel like it brings everyone to a little bit higher level.
La final de Barcelona va a ser increíble con toda la afición española apoyándonos, así que lo vamos a pasar muy bien.
Je m'attends à une belle compétition, comme d'habitude, entre tous les compétiteurs et la petite famille.
また世界中のプレイヤーと一緒にレースすることができて嬉しいです。このバルセロナで必ず世界一を取ります。
This is nearly my 15th live event on Gran Turismo, but this one we're really
That's crazy, right? Gran Turismo Championship in Barcelona.
To everyone
Woo!
giving
Look at
me
that.
support that helped me a lot in my recovery, and here I am to being able to compete again.
These dudes are the best of the best. World Finals. Woo! And they got the car there, that Genesis car. This is awesome video, man. Check this out. If you've never seen this, it's awesome. I watched this a few times, man. I was just like, wow. Did they put so much into it, so much time, so much money? Everything is just so crisp and clean about this sport. Like, that's what I love about it, man. Everybody in there, it's like, you know, look like they got life in their eyes, man. Like, you know, no joke. Everybody in there, think about it. There's nobody look down in there. Some sports people sitting there mad on the side. Somebody's happy, somebody's angry. Everybody's happy. Whoever's losing, even the losers are happy. They're just happy. I'm like, oh, I like this game, man. That's the owner, the founder of Gran Turismo right there. What's his name again? This dude is awesome. That's the car when they revealed the car. Woo, this car. Oh my God. Look at this vehicle. Oh man. Genesis. Man, that car is unreal.
5 laps of action of the Nürburgring.
The best engineers in the world designed it.
Proud as the world champion as we get ready and go racing. The grand final for the Manufacturers Cup
Yes.
is underway here at the Nordschleife. Toyota leading the field across the timing line from Subaru, from BMW into the braking zone of the Castrol S. We go for the first time. So this is into the carousel. He's going to loop it around, isn't he? Going back onto the concrete. Yeah, just lights the rear tyres up through the left and then the right. Subaru not giving any quarter, but they were so tight through there. But Nissan do manage to get themselves ahead into the hairpin. Takes second away, but very wide down the bottom in front. Nissan makes a mistake. Off goes Nissan, loses the lead. Lamborghini to the outside of being a brave drive. They can do that. Can they make that stick? That will be inspired if they can. Subaru going to get back through. They're going to try and rough it out on the outside. We're side by side as we come up towards the Michael Schumacher S. Lamborghini and Randall Haywood taking the lead.
So Lambo just got launched by the Genesis behind. Oh, what a shame.
Damn.
Lamborghini losing places left, right and centre there. Honda and AMG side by side. Will he go a long way round? He does. The Alfa Romeo there. Overtakes Mercedes AMG.
We come up the right, bringing it through for the left-handed kick.
Wow. Whoa.
BMW biffing into the side of Honda. Huge drama on the final lap. Team Nissan are going to become the Manufacturers Cup champions of 2023.
Wow.
Right, Mercedes finishing in second, and Genesis on the podium for the first time ever in the grand final in the Manufacturers Cup.
Hey, my man was hurt.
I think it was a great
Last second.
We all did our part.
That race at the last second, he just clipped him like he raced his heart out. That close for the trophy. You work your whole life, man. Race this game hours and hours and get there. Look at that, man. Everybody's having fun. Look at this, man. Come on, man. That's the life, man. Gran Turismo life, man. GT7, man. Gran Turismo is the way to go.
It is time to to crown our Nations Cup World Champions here at Spa-Francorchamps. We're in Barcelona. Only one nation can claim the crown in 2023. Let's find out who it is as we go racing for the final time this year. Brazil and Spain lead the field down towards La Source for the first time. Japan, Italy, Canada.
Love those cars. Those Red Bull cars right there.
Take the lead of this race. Through he goes past Igor Fargo. Here comes Italy on Team Japan. Surely it must be a dive from Valerio Galdas off time. There's no response there from Suzuki and Japan. And up into P3.
At Rivage corner, this is going to be a brilliantly close move.
Wow.
Onto the curve on the outside, flicks it through to the left-hand reveat. Brilliantly done there for Jose Solano to take the lead of the race away.
So now, will we see a dummy or a change similar to what we saw on the last lap there? Not quite goes a bit more patient. Using the traction, it's going to be an easy pass here for Valerio Galdas. Benelli, I think, very cleverly there, just lets him have it. So now he'll get the super kick. Now he gets the speed boost up to nearly 200 mile an hour. Goes inside. There's nothing to Axel can do. Up into third place goes Kobayashi. Now, does he have the time to catch Busnelli for Team Italy and Polgura for Team Spain? It's going to be an easy pass here for Kobayashi up the inside. He goes up into second place. The gap is 6 seconds to Spain in front.
Those cars right there, those are the X2019 Red Bull anniversary car, 25th edition anniversary car.
Jose Serrano for Koke Lopez for Paul Ura through the final corner and out of it now to become the 2023 Nations Cup World Champions.
Wow.
It's Spain on top at Spa.
It's been a great race for us. Family and friends were watching us here, which was amazing, and we can only be grateful to the people who have supported us, and thank everyone.
今回のマニファクチャラーズは本当にどのチームが勝ってもおかしくなかったと思うんですね。ものすごく波乱がたくさんあった。だからその中で日産が初優勝したっていうのはやっぱり嬉しいですね。それ今回表彰台に立った、スペイン、それから日本、ブラジル、本当に実力が拮抗していて、誰が勝ってもおかしくなかったんだけれども、本当わずかなねタイムの差が最終的にねスペインが勝ちましたね。
He was just saying this 3 times that Spain had won, and he's surprised that, you know, other winners, he just said it's extremely, extremely lovely. Wow. Awesome video.
Hello and welcome to the Gran Turismo Race of Champions 2023, where we have invited 12 of the very best Gran Turismo competitors, champions both past and present, to be competing against one another here today. We're very much looking forward to this and seeing which of the 12 drivers will be crowned as the winner this year. We're going to welcome them on to the stage here at Polyphony's offices in Japan. And then we'll go through the competition format here this evening as well. This is going to be hugely exciting to see what happens over the course of the race and to see which of the competitors will be crowned as the winner. This, of course, is an exhibition match as part of the Gran Turismo World Series in 2023, which came to its conclusion in Barcelona just a couple of weeks ago. And that's why we have invited 12 of the very best competitors here to
Spain.
Japan.
Spain is nice. They win all the time.
From Spain, part of the nation, which won the Nations Cup in Barcelona a couple of weeks ago. It is Jose Serrano, the 21-year-old. He was part of the 3-driver strong team who won the Nations Cup title this year as he makes his way over to his rig.
Wow.
Next up, please welcome the 24-year-old, also from Spain, Coque Lopez, the winner of the Nations Cup in 2023, also won it individually in 2022,
wow,
and won the Manufacturers Series in 2021 for Toyota. Coque, a very experienced driver in the Gran Turismo World Series. He's been here since 2018. Let's see whether he can take the fight to the sharp end here tonight.
He has 3 trophies.
Next up, the final driver as part of the Spanish contingent which won the Nations Cup, the 18-year-old Paul Yura, the winner of the Nations Cup, of course, with Spain, as I mentioned, but also the winner of the 2023 Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup.
This dude right here is good.
The youngest of the 3 drivers as part of that Spanish outfit.
Like 100 people
as he makes his way onto the stage. Next up, the first of our Japanese competitors, 24-year-old Ross Kokeman, the winner of the Manufacturers Cup in 2023 as part of Team Nissan. Kokeman put in an incredible stint in the World Finals. You know he's got good pace, and again, one of the more experienced drivers that we've seen in the GT World Series. Next up, Mehdi Hafidi from France, also part of Team Nissan, who won the Manufacturers Cup. Mehdi actually qualifying on pole position for this race, and let's see what he is going to be able to do as he makes his way onto the stage. Next up, from Argentina, Mateo Estevez, the final driver from Team Nissan, who won the Manufacturers Cup in 2023. The 20-year-old will make his way on to the stage here, and let's see what he is going to be able to do as the crowd applauds here in Japan. Next up, 2018 Nations Cup World Champion Igor Fraga, the winner, of course, of the Manufacturers Series in 2019 and 2022 for Team Toyota, and also the Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup winner as well. 25 years old is Igor Fraga, has been competing in Super Formula Lights in 2023 as well, and on the Super GT calendar. You know he's a very fast driver. Next up, the Turkish driver Mikael Hazal making his return to Gran Turismo. Won the Nations Cup in 2019, the Gazoo Racing GT Cup as well, and the Manufacturers Series in 2020 for Team Subaru. The first time we've seen Mikael racing for a good couple of years, and it is great to see him back in the GT fold and competing against some of the fastest drivers in the world. Next up, please welcome Takuma Miyazono. He did the treble in 2020, won the GR Super GT Cup, won the Manufacturers Series for Team Toyota, sorry, for Team Subaru, I should say, and also won the Nations Cup as
23.
well.
He looked like he's 13.
23 years old is Takuma Miyazono as he makes his way on to the stage.
Right? Looks mad young, right?
Next up from Italy, 23 years old, it's Valerio Gallo, the winner of the Olympic Virtual Series in 2021, and also he managed to win the Nations Cup in the same year as well. Was disappointed a couple of weeks ago to not manage to be
Italy
quite where he wanted to be in the Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup. Let's see whether he can right those wrongs. From Barcelona.
See, a lot of people don't know that
tonight.
this
Next
sport,
up from France, Kylian Drumont,
that's
onto the
what
scene
it is.
internationally in
It's
the
a
GT
sport
World
of
Series
nerds.
in 2022.
All nerds.
Won
If
the
you don't be
Manufacturers
one,
Cup for Team
you'll be one
Subaru,
when you
was
finish.
the Olympic Esports Series winner in Singapore
Because you become so
this year
smart.
as well. Just 20 years old, but a very fast
everything
and
is so
experienced
tech.
young driver.
Everything. You know, you get into the tech of everything. The direct drive, how many Newton
Next up,
meters.
Tomoaki Yamanaka, the winner of the Manufacturers Series in 2019 with Toyota, won the Gazoo Racing GT Cup in 2021, and also won the Manufacturers Series again with Toyota in the same year as well. He is the last of our 12 competitors, the 30-year-old, here on home soil in Japan, and he's really working that crowd. Well, a huge round of applause for the champions as they make their way onto the stage. 12 competitors all going head-to-head in an individual race. Just one of the races here tonight. It's going to be hugely exciting to see how it all works out and which of our drivers is going to be crowned as the Race of Champions 2023 winner. Let's have a look at the race details for you, shall we? We're in production cars at the Nürburgring 24-hour layout. You can see racing hard, intermediate and heavy wet tyres. So changeable weather is on for this race. Qualifying order is how the grid will line up. They did that earlier on here today. There'll be 5 laps of racing at this circuit. No need to worry about fuel or tyres in terms of their durability for this race, but they will need to worry about them if the weather conditions do change. A rolling start for the drivers as well. And let's see what is going to happen here at the Nürburgring 24-hour circuit and which of our drivers is going to be crowned as that winner. We'll show you through the cars in just a couple of moments' time as well, and just guide you through exactly what production cars are going to be driven by which of the drivers. And we'll also be hearing from our pole sitter, Mehdi Hafidi, as well, once we guide you through the qualifying time trial result, which, as I said, took place earlier on here
right
tonight.
Beast.
Nürburgring 24-hour layout, of course, 25.3 kilometres, 15.7 miles. The first 24-hour race was held here back in 1970. Let's have a look at the car lineup then, shall we, for this Race of Champions. So you can see the Honda NSX Type R in there.
24-hour
Toyota
race.
Supra, that will be piloted by Mehdi Hafidi, who starts on pole position. You've got the Nissan Fairlady Z, that'll be Valerio Gallo's weapon of choice. The Ferrari F40, Mikael Hazal will be driving. The Lamborghini Diablo GT will see Tomoaki Yamanaka at the wheel. The Porsche 911 will have Ryota Kokubun at the helm. Then the Jaguar XJ220, that has got Takuma Miyazono. Before we look at the McLaren Mercedes-Benz SLR with Pol Ura, part of the Spanish lineup which won the Nations Cup earlier on this year. The Lexus LFA, that's going to be piloted by Coque Lopez. The Mazda RX Vision Gran Turismo will have Jose Serrano at the wheel. Kylian Drumont for France will be at the helm of the Ford GT. And finally, the Corvette C7 Stingray will have Mateo Estevez at the wheel. And just to remind you, I didn't mention it earlier on, but Igor Fraga will be driving the Honda NSX Type R.
Was
so, of course, the difference of cars, and that's not only in terms of the date in which that they were manufactured, but you've got front-engined rear-wheel drive cars, you've got some mid-engine cars in there as well, so it's going to be interesting. Here is the qualifying time trial which took place earlier on here tonight. So Mehdi Hafidi starts his one on pole position. He'll have Mikael Hazal for company alongside him on the front row of the grid. Then row 2 will be Kylian Drumont and Valerio Gallo. Row 3 Takuma Miyazono and Pol Ura. Row 4 will be Igor Fraga and Ryota Kokubun. Row 5 Argentina's Mateo Estevez and Jose Serrano. And a big surprise, because 2 Spaniards down in 10th and 11th place. Jose Serrano in 10th there, as I said, but also Coque Lopez in 11th position. Tomoaki Yamanaka must have had a problem on his one and only flying lap, because he is there, as you can see, some 20.5 seconds off the pace of the rest of the field. So whether he biffed it into the barrier or not, I'm not 100% sure. But either way, for the Japanese driver, he has got a lot of work to do in racing conditions.
Spain usually qualifies second,
you can see there, though,
third,
first to 11th place separated by just 3.5 seconds, which is an incredibly close margin around this 25.3 kilometre long circuit.
That's the thing about it. Spain got so many titles, like
catch up with the pole sitter before this race.
So many titles with Spain winning.
So you've actually gained pole position among
Brazil got great races
fantastic drivers here. How do you feel right now?
Well, I'm feeling quite comfortable. I like the Nürburgring 24 hours, and yeah, the car is actually very good. I tried to not take any risk during my lap, and it paid off.
かなりいい感じですね。24時間コースなので、車はすごく良かったので。
Right now they're in Japan. That's why they translated, because they're racing in Japan, which is awesome.
こういったリザルトが出せました。So you're always racing in a Nissan, but how's the Toyota today?
Well, usually I don't like to race with the Toyota cars, obviously, because I like more the Nissans, but yeah,
me too. I'm a GTR guy.
Around the track, so I'm definitely
because I just signed I'm race in the Manufacturers Cup. So I had to sign a contract with Nissan. So for the next season, I'll be racing for Nissan with the GTR cars, GTR 3 and 4. The Nismo cars.
Well, great to hear there from Mehdi Hafidi, the Frenchman who started this one on pole position in the Toyota Supra. It's going to be hugely interesting to see how all of these drivers fare at the Nürburgring 24 hours.
The reason why I like these races because now you see the top level of the best
dynamic in
and
this
how
one as well,
tight
in
and how
terms
consistent.
of the
Even when they race, their cars are so close.
Like, really interested to see how it all works out
step by
for the
step.
drivers.
Everything is, you know what I mean, is just so methodically planned as far as their turns, their curves. You know, that's why I love to see them just stacked up, moving behind each other.
And here is Valerio Gallo in the Nissan Fair Lady.
Because there's a few guys that I see in here that has like
Europe.
They have 4 or 5 trophies, like national championships.
He'll be a big fan
so they
of the
beat over
Toyota
100 people to get
pole
to
position here for this one.
Man, that's, wow.
Himself owning a Mark IV Supra.
That's nice.
You can see this Nordschleife circuit as well. It's incredibly narrow on some parts of the infield.
What's that, G35? No, that's a 300, right? 300?
Challenge for the drivers to contend with. Of course, no big aero like we have in the Group 3 cars that we are used to seeing in the Manufacturers' Cup.
Right.
So you should expect to see these cars, I would imagine, sliding that little bit more. But also in the wet conditions as well. I can't remember the last time we had a wet race in production cars in the Gran Turismo World Series.
Oh, that's a wet race too?
Gran Turismo World Series exhibition match with this race of champions of 2023.
They're probably going to change climates going through the mountain.
Very exciting to see what is going to happen. And of course, a lot of work to do for some of the drivers. I'm thinking mainly of Jose Serrano, of Coco Lopez, and of Tomoaki Yamanaka. It's just a single lap qualifying session that the drivers had earlier on here tonight. And as such, they only having one bite of the cherry meant that mistakes and making them would be critical.
He almost lost it. He almost lost it. Listen, I was driving the Audi. You know what I'm saying? Listen, first of all, thank y'all for stopping by. It's your boy 2GT. Listen, I just tried something different with my stream today. I'm driving now for the POV. My wheels right here, so you can get the great vision. You know what I'm saying? I had to switch up my page a little bit, you know, because everybody's doing the same thing. I just wanted to give y'all the deepest immersion I possibly could bring by doing it this way. Plus, I could be able to show, you know, some of the other things about the game that's awesome. A lot of people don't show a lot of this stuff on their streams, and this is what people want to see. I want to watch this. This is like a movie for me. I love watching this stuff, but I like watching the championships with the best. Because not only that, I'm a sim racer. Learn. You're going to learn from the best. You're going to see how it's really done. These dudes are awesome, man. I'm telling you, watch this race. This race is sick. Cars, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I tell people, this is not a game. This is a simulation situation. Straight like that. This is not a game. Too much thinking to be a game. You know what I'm saying? No joke. Too much reality. Competitiveness. And I didn't know, like I was saying, I didn't know that they was able to put the vision cars in, you know, these races.
Yamanaka in the Lamborghini Diablo GT, completing the 12
championship race. I thought they had their own category.
So,
okay,
as I said, this is our first chance to look at the conditions, and it is wet race. Out there. Intermediate tyres are what the drivers have opted for. They do have the option.
Yo, they stuck them with the wet race up there. Right?
And they do, of course, have the option of dry tyres, but as the rain is falling for the time being, I should imagine that intermediate tyres are going to be the order of the day. The thing is, because it's such a long lap here, 25.3 kilometres, just to remind you, that means essentially that what you've got to do is time your tyre change right. If you go for a lap too long on the intermediate or wet tyres or dry tyres, you could be all at sea and it could completely ruin your race. Anyway, 12 drivers, but only one can be crowned as the winner of the Race of Champions of 2023. We're about to find out who that will be, as Mehdi Hafidi will lead the field across the timing.
Come on, let's go.
Here at the Nürburgring Nordschleife circuit.
That's right. I love this track. I love this track right here. Let's go.
As the Race of Champions winner of 2023, as Mehdi Hafidi leads the field across the timing line from Mikael Hazal, from
that's the only one I didn't see this race.
Corner here at the Nordschleife. Who is going to be last of the late breakers? And is Hazal going to go for the move there on the inside? He has a half look. Keep an eye out as well for Miyazono trying to challenge on Valerio Gallo. We're side by side there in the background as Jose Serrano tries to make ground on Matteo Estevez.
See the Ferrari.
Into the top 10. Oh, Hazal getting a big slide there. That's opening the door here for Kylian Drumont as they flick it into the left-hander.
He's trying to make a
Hazal's
move.
going to try and go the long way around the outside, but he might get shoved out wide.
Yeah, overtook.
Kylian Drumont though. 2 for the price of 1. He goes from 3rd to 1st. And Takuma Miyazono joins in on the party as well. He looks for the outside line in the Jaguar XJ220.
That rear-wheel drive with the wide tires in the back.
For Kylian Drumont and for Takuma Miyazono as they come down into the hairpin. We're side by side for the race lead here. Drumont for the inside line.
Awesome
Miyazono trying for the switchback. Can he get that move done? No, not quite. Wow, what a dramatic start to the race as Paul Ura gets up onto the curve on the outside there in 6th place. Gallo now ahead of Mehdi Hafidi as well, so Hafidi has gone from pole position down into 5th place in the space of half of the Grand Prix circuit here at the Nürburgring. So not the start the Frenchman wanted to his race, and now he's going to have to be really careful about how he decides to negotiate the rest of this one. The rain is
when they get to the top of that mountain, and they go down that mountain, it's about to get ugly. But see, it's okay right now.
What happens when we head onto the Nordschleife circuit proper? Paul Ura we ride on board with then. 6th place it is for the Spaniard right now. They're going to come in towards the chicane, then they're going to turn left after this and head into the fierce green hell circuit. Ura there slightly wide on the inside and gets a big bit of opposite lock on the exit of the corner. He just about manages to gather it up as we see Gallo challenging Hazal for 3rd place. Is Gallo going to go around the outside? He is! Wow! Valerio Gallo through and into 3rd place as Hazal's getting really sideways in that Ferrari F40 and might come under a bit of pressure here from Mehdi Hafidi. So, we are then on to the Nordschleife circuit. We're heading through Hatzenbach at the moment. A bit further back down the order, there's Paul Ura in 6th. There is Igor Fraga in 7th position. 2018 Nations Cup champion as Ura once again runs it a bit wide. He's struggling with the front engine layout of that McLaren Mercedes SLR. And I wonder whether that's just causing a little bit more understeer, a bit more instability compared to the mid-engine layout that Igor Fraga has got with the Honda NSX Type R. We ride on board with the Japanese driver as we flick it through into the left-hander. We're going to come through in towards the Blackfoot section. This is fast and ferocious. And is Fraga going to try and decide a move on the inside there of Ura? Well, he had a half look, but he wasn't quite close enough. Ura, though, very slow through the mid part of the corner. Fraga having to back out of the throttle at that point. Look here at Hazal, he's all up and over the curb as he tries to challenge Valerio Gallo for 3rd place. Hafidi looking to try and get involved in the action as well. They come over the rise through into the left-handed kick. They're going to come into the braking zone of the right-hander in a couple of moments' time. And who is going to be last of the late breakers? Fraga now challenges Ura and gets ahead through into 6th place. Cockburn and Serrano keeping a watching brief on proceedings. Ura doesn't want to give this one up though, but eventually has to relinquish that position, otherwise it will cost them both time. And you wonder now for Igor Fraga that he's got a bit of clear air in front of him. Will he be able to close the deficit down to Mehdi Hafidi? 1.5 seconds it currently sits at. Oh, that's Ura into the wall there as well.
Wow.
So Ura's race goes from bad to worse. He was 6th, he's now down into 9th place, dropping behind Cockburn, dropping behind Serrano, and now, of course, he has got a lot of work to do to try and recover. So, Paul Ura, all at sea, just 18 years of age. To remind you, one of the youngest competitors that we've had in the Gran Turismo World Series. Unfortunately for him, it has not been a fortuitous opening lap. But we saw this, of course, didn't we, in the Gran Turismo World Series in the Manufacturers' Cup a few weeks ago. Very different circumstances in terms of what was at stake. But we did see drivers having a bit of a mare of an opening lap. I'm thinking mainly of Lamborghini. They went from the lead back down to the rear of the field, and then by the end of the first lap, they were right at the sharp end of the field again. So anything can happen here at the Nordschleife, and it usually does, so don't discount Paul Ura for the time being. As we look here at Benny Cappini, another driver who's had a challenging opening time of this race. Look up in the front there as well, you see the Nissan of Valerio Gallo going 2x2 with Takuma Miyazono. Zal has managed to elevate himself in turn up into second position. Let's have another look and see if we can piece together what happened here. So that's Zal over the curb, further behind here as well. Oh, so this is what happened here with Zal. I think Miyazono's going to make a mistake and just run it slightly wide. Oh, there was contact actually. Just a bit aggressive there from Mikael Zal, trying to a bit of room. Secondary contact there for Miyazono as Gallo got into the back of him. So that really didn't go the way of Takuma Miyazono, and no surprise there. The stewards are investigating that incident. A collision there between Mikael Zal and Takuma Miyazono dropped the Japanese driver down into fourth position. On board right here with Gallo. Hafini's into the wall on the outside. Oh, drama for Mehdi Hafini. Pole position it was for him, and he's now down into 10th place as he makes a mistake in the background. As the stewards deem no further action between Hazal and Takuma Miyazono, so Takuma is going to have to try and fight this one and get himself back in the order the old-fashioned way. But as you can see, it's so narrow through this part of the circuit that inventing an overtaking opportunity can be quite difficult. But Miyazono, we know, is not one to take things lying down. Raga, meanwhile, in the background there, is just under pressure from Serrano and Ryota Kokkerman. They flick it through the left-hander. They're heading towards the carousel section. This is where we saw Team Toyota throw their race lead away on the opening lap of the Manufacturers Cup Grand Final, and that ultimately cost them a chance.
He was right on his ass. That's what I like about him.
Then drive onto the white line.
The way he moved, he was right there.
He was able to just about gather it up, but that would have given him a bit of cause for concern. This is through into the carousel section, effectively over the halfway point of this Nordschleife circuit now. Through there we go. Some of the drivers might opt to go for the wider outside line. You can see Jose Serrano just trying to not use the camber of that corner on the outside in the hope that it will give him better traction because it's concreted on the cambered parts of that corner, and that of course does reduce grip. It's very easy to spin up the rear tyres, and speaking of spinning up the rear tyres, Fraga they're just having a little bit of a wiggle of the hips. So he comes through into fifth place.
Work a wet race.
Close down the gap to Gallo and Miyazono, and that's exactly what he's done. Run aboard here with Paul Ura, who is, as we know, very much now on the recovery drive. Yamanaka there having a look on compatriot Ryota Kokkerman as well. Ura just going to have to bide his time through this section of the lap. It's going to be the Dottinger Hill where things will get interesting because, of course, it's a hugely long straight. And that is where we'll see the most overtaking opportunities. And, of course, it's going to be who's got the quickest car in a straight line. Of course, who's got the advantage of the slip through these drivers do, so it kind of nullifies it a little bit. Let's see which of these production spec machines are going to be the quickest. Jura flicks it through to the right hand, and keep an eye out in the background there. That's Benny Hafini.
It's going to come down to that stretch.
The Toyota Supra. Just behind them, you've got
and the Lamborghinis and all that going to.
As well, so it's not going the Spaniards' way at all in this race, I'm afraid to say. Qualified particularly well hasn't made much of an impression here on the opening lap of the Race of Champions 2023. Likewise, Matteo Estevez also into trouble as well. Here we see Ryota Kokkerman in the Porsche 911 GT3, the 997 variants of that car, produced in the mid-noughties from 2005 up until the early 2010s. Then latterly replaced by the Porsche 991. On the back of Jose Serrano, he is. Serrano in turn having a look there on Igor Fraga, but no room at the end for now. And the field is now concertinaed up here in the latter half of this first lap as they flick it through the left-hander. Yamanaka there in the Lamborghini Diablo. He was right in the back of the field, don't forget, of course. Qualified some 20 seconds off the pace. Oh, and into the wall goes Benny Hafini in the Toyota Supra. Drops right down to the back of the field. And first to last, challenge completed there for the Frenchman on the opening lap. And that is a huge shame for him. And now he is going to have the mother and father of all jobs to try and close down the deficit as we head on to the opening right here. First time this is the long straight, and let's see whether Kylian Drumont's race lead will come under pressure from the likes of Mikael Hazal and Valerio Gallo. No problems with straight line speed with Gallo's Nissan Fair Ladies N on the 50s ahead, and keep an eye out as well because it could be three wide. Down the Dottinger Hill we go. Hizal there looking for the inside line. Drumont, nothing he can do. He's got no slipstream but ducks behind Mikael Hizal. We're 2 by 2 for the race lead here between Mikael Hizal and Valerio Gallo as they come over the right. It's only the first lap, and now Gallo takes over at the front as they head through in towards the right and the left, ready to complete the first lap. I thought I saw Fraga there just getting a bit of contact with Jose Serrano, and Takuma Miyazono has picked up a half-second penalty there for track limits. So the track is still wet, the driver's continuing on. Fraga and Serrano are indeed under investigation for that collision which we witnessed just a couple of moments ago. And as we head at the start of lap 2 down towards the first corner, it's 3 wide on the brakes. Drumont is really, really deep. I think he's going to go 2 wide. He is. That allows Hizal and Gallo to go through. Can he gather it up in time for the left-hander to not allow Miyazono an opportunity? Well, it was fairly robust, but he had track position there to Kilian Drumont, and he does manage to retain 3rd place. Of course, Miyazono's got that half-second penalty, and he'll serve that on the Dottie Gahur here as well, which is the long straight. Miyazono going for the move around the outside. That's absolutely inspired for the Japanese driver. What a piece of driving there for the 2020 Triple Crown winner.
So the track
show that he's lost absolutely no skill at all in the Gran Turismo World Series. Hizal there going slightly wide also at the hairpin there as well, the Goodyear curve. I wonder whether he might just be trying to find a bit more grip on the outside of the corner. Essentially, when you're driving the normal racing lines in wet conditions, it's still wet, sometimes be a bit more of a hindrance.
Drying out,
that'll help. If you explore the wide line, then generally it's a bit of rubber.
They probably give like 2 laps
outside of the circuit.
Wet, then the rest they got it, you know, because it's 5 laps.
Closing up meanwhile onto the back here to Takuma Miyazono. Big slip and slide though from the Frenchman. So flicking through the right hander.
There's a race, the World Touring 800.
The Gran Turismo World Series.
$1 million.
Winner of
You got to race for an hour.
2022 Manufacturers Cup.
That's a long
for
time.
Team Subaru. Closing up onto the back of Miyazono, Valerio Gallo. This really is the very best of the best Gran Turismo drivers competing for glory. If you think they're not taking it seriously, well, think again, because Miyazono there going for a lunge on the inside of Valerio Gallo as they head into the Nordschleife layout. There's a bit more hip and shoulder. Miyazono's getting aggressive. Is he going to be able to find his way past? No, Gallo's got track position here on the outside. Doesn't spin at the car too much there as Yamanaka gets a warning for colliding with another car. Yamanaka has gone from the back of the field and is now up into 5th place in the Lamborghini Diablo as Miyazono once again all over the back of Valerio Gallo for 2nd position. And look at how close the field are. Let's have another look here with Yamanaka. This is on the back of Rios Cockman. Or Serrano's off onto the grass in front. I think they're just going to come together here, aren't they? Yeah, bit of a biff into the back there. Kind of 2 for the price of 1, really, because you saw Fraga get a tap, so that's how his race sort of came unravelled ever so slightly. Nothing that Fraga could do, just wrong place, wrong time, really. Now, you can see there just above, blue skies, the rain has stopped. The track will be beginning to dry out, so I wonder whether we'll see drivers coming into the pit lane at the end of this lap, or whether we'll see them taking a gamble and trying to go a lap further. Well, let's wait and see what happens as we ride on board here with Takuma Miyazono. He has got box office seats of the battle unfolding in front of him. They're coming through to the left-handed keep. He's got great momentum, but he's got no room to use it there. Has to get out of the throttle. That puts him under attack here from Kilian Drumont. Gallo's going to... Oh, there's going to be contact. This is going to get messy. Miyazono's off. Gallo's off as well. And somebody else was off into the background. Goodness me, so Miyazono drops right down the off there and right down the field, down into 11th place. Gallo and Miyazono are under investigation, and that is the problem when the field concertina's up like that. Look, meanwhile, further back, you've got Fraga there, now being overtaken by Drumont. Cockman and Jura ready to get involved in the action here too. This is drama to the extreme. We're only on lap 2. The track is beginning to dry out. Conditions will be beginning to improve. No such thing as a dry line appearing at the moment. As we look here at Fraga getting really roughed up as Paul Jura continues his recovery drive through the field after a challenging opening lap. And that's what I was saying earlier on about how conditions can change quite so dramatically. Fraga now then on the inside of Paul Jura. Jura's going to get shuffled out onto the grass here. And is that going to cost him that place to the Japanese driver? No, not quite. He's able to just hold enough track position and crucially momentum on the exit of that corner to retain 5th position for now. So So through the right-hander, look at the daylight that's put between Drummond and Ura as well. Just under a second or so. About the slipstream bridge, about 1.5 seconds there and thereabouts. You need to be out of it. And if Drummond can just continue trying to pull away, of course the problem for him is that he's got Gallo and Yamanaka in front of him, so I wonder whether that might be a bit of a hard task. And indeed, yeah, just a few quarters later, look at how much Ura has closed that gap down. So we're heading towards the carousel section once again, through into the right and then the left. Nose tail running we have here, Yamanaka with Gallo right on his rear bumper. Yamanaka, the winner of the Manufacturer Series for Toyota in 2019, and of course in 2021, Toyota the only manufacturer to have won the manufacturer's title twice, and unfortunately unlucky to not do it again this year, to make it a triple after a difficult final race for them. Miyazono, as we know, has got that penalty, as we saw, for track limits. He's now down in 10th place. Kilian Drummond's under investigation here for colliding with another car as well. Meanwhile, we haven't really mentioned it too much. Mikael Lazal has pulled out some 0.8 of a second over the squabbling quartet of Yamanaka, Gallo, Drummond and Ura behind, as they continue to try and knock 7 bells out of one another. Lazal is just trying to clear off into the distance, but as soon as you get onto a straight bit of road, that's when the gap does come down, and it's already gone from 0.8 of a second to just about a quarter of a second there and thereabouts. It's Miyazono now drops behind Jose Serrano, so Japanese driver down into 12th place as we head through into the carousel section. Now a dry line is beginning to appear here at the Nordschleife. I should imagine we're going to see drivers coming into the box at the end of this lap and going for a dry set of tyres. Into the carousel section we go, and then heading in towards the hotel. Absolutely superb Nordschleife circuit. We've had Jimmy Corbett alongside him because he's raced this track a lot this year in the real world. Now let's have another look and see if we can piece together what happened here. So we're on board here with Kilian Drummond. This is all going to just continue up and get better. So Gallo and Miyazono side by side here for second. It was Drummond who just gave a bit of a tap there to Gallo, who in turn then went into the side of Takuma Miyazono. Certainly wasn't intentional, but that just goes to show quite how fine the margins are here at the Nordschleife, and especially when you've got very close racing action like we have seen. And unfortunately there for Takuma Miyazono, he ended up being the big loser in that through what seemingly was no fault of his own. And he's now right down in 12th place, and he's got all of that hard work to do again. Here's Matteo Estevez, another driver who was in some bother on the opening lap. He's managed to recover to 8th position. And look at how close it is. Nose to tail running here between about 5 or 6 cars. The largest gap we've got on circuit actually is the race leader, Mikael Lazal, who's managed to increase the advantage now up to some 1.8, 1.9 seconds. And although we haven't seen Mikael in the Gran Turismo World Series over the last couple of years or so, he has been busy behind the scenes doing some development work for Polyphony, and also being a bit of a voice for the competitors as well. And we have seen him at the Gran Turismo World Series, but not in a racing sense, as he now continues building an advantage to just over 2 seconds. Look here at Kilian Drummond, all over the back of Valerio Gallo. Surely they're going to have to wait for the Dossinger Hill though. Or Ura there going for a lunge on the inside for 3rd place. Can he make it stick, the Spaniard? Yes, he can. But is it going to leave him in turn under a bit of attack as they come on towards the long back straight? I would imagine we're going to see all of the drivers boxing though at the end of this lap. Through the mini carousel we go, and ready to head on towards the Dossinger Hill then. So this will be crucial, because what will count here is track position. Effectively what they want to do is be ahead of one another to get track position, to be first into the pit lane, because then in theory, because they're not going to need to worry about fuel, they'll be the first out of it. Yamanaka it is we ride on board with then, as Ura pulls out of the slipstream. Valerio Gallo in turn also being towed along by the Spaniard. Yamanaka could really be a bit of a sitting duck here, because he doesn't have the luxury of the tow, given the fact that Hizal is some 2.1 seconds up the road. Keep an eye out for Fraga, Drummond and Cockburn, ready to try and join in the party as well. We're going to get 3, somewhat 4 wide, almost down this back straight. It is now Fraga who elevates himself into 2nd place. Keep an eye out for Cockburn in the white 911 as well, trying to challenge on Valerio Gallo, and also Matteo Estevez. Not out of this one here as well. It might get a little bit scrappy as they come through into here. Look at that on the inside. There's a big lunge being made and they just about all managed to keep it on the straight and narrow. Hazal into the pits, everybody's going to come in and box, so it will be Hazal, Fraga, Gallo, Cockerman, Jura, Drumont, Estevez, Yamanaka, Hafidi, Lopez, Serrano and Miyazono. That's the order in which they come into the pit lane, and of course they're going to go now on to the dry compound of tyre, the racing hard compound, for the final stages of this one. Unless there is any rain on the horizon, I should imagine it is going to be highly unlikely. There's no need to worry about fuel in this race here either, but here is your race leader, Mikael Hazal, in the Ferrari F40 as he emerges from the pit lane. That car had a top speed of 201 miles an hour when it was launched back in the late 80s, and you can see Hazal there sliding on the cold tyres. You can see just how slick that line is as well. Though there is a dry line, you've got to be very careful because it's only just over a car's width wide. Just dipping a wheel onto the wet parts of the circuit could cost you a fair bit of time. Now, crucially, Hazal's lead was some 2.1 seconds at the start of the second lap when he came into the pit lane. It's now down to under 1.5 seconds. You can see there Estevez, Drumont and Yamanaka under investigation for that collision at the end of the last lap. I think it was Estevez who started that chain reaction in the Corvette. We'll see if we can get another action replay of what happened. Indeed, Estevez getting a warning there for that collision. There is Valerio Gallo, the 2021 Nations Cup World Champion. He sits in third position in the Nissan Fairlady Z. Up through the Grand Prix layout we go. Hazal's lead now coming down to under a second, as Fraga has really got the bit between his teeth. These two have got a fair bit of history as well. If you remember back to the Gran Turismo World Tour in 2019 when we were in New York, it was our third event of that year. Those two had a fair bit of contact, and a bit of a war of words actually going on between those two drivers. I'm sure that, well, good 3 or 4 years has passed since then. The times will be changing. You can see Jura there, meanwhile, in fourth place. Just going slightly wide, and that leaves him under pressure here from Kilian Drumont as they head in towards the Nordschleife circuit. Drumont trying to find a way through, but no room at the inn for now. Cockerman and Yamanaka not far adrift either. Takuma Miyazono's made a good ascension through the field after his problems. Now let's see if we can piece together what happened here. So this is down the Dossigahur at the end of the second lap. It's Mateo Estevez who we need to keep a keen eye on. So we're going to get 3 wide here for second position. Jura then challenging. Yamanaka going through. Look at Fraga there, through on the inside of about 3 or 4 cars. And also Drumont having great momentum, but having to back out of the throttle in that Ford GT, but no room to use it. We cut away. I just thought we were going to see what happened there with Mateo Estevez and why he picked up that warning. Either way, for the Argentinian, he's going to drop down to 12th position. And is some 5.8 seconds off the back of the field. Yamanaka and Lopez, meanwhile, are under investigation for a collision. Yamanaka's in 7th place. Lopez up into 8th position as well. So we'll see if we can find out exactly what happened in that incident. Zhao, now he's got a bit of heat in the tyres in that Ferrari F40, able to just build up a little bit more of a buffer over Igor Fraga to some 1.2 seconds. Towards the right-hander. This is where it all kicked off on lap 2. Drumont on the back of Jura. Fairly sizable gap actually between the top 3. Oh, that's Lopez in the Lexus LFA, in some problems there. Whether there was contact, I'm not quite sure, but he went off onto the gravel and we saw him recovering as he dropped down into 11th place. So unfortunately the Spaniards race going from bad to worse, I'm afraid to say. We saw him under investigation a few moments before that. Smile on his face, and I'm not surprised at all. So look here at Ryota Cockerman, the Japanese driver. He put in an incredible stint for Team Nissan, actually at this very circuit a couple of weeks ago at the World Finals in Barcelona. Now all over the back of Kilian Drumont. Paul Jura still soaking up the pressure of the Frenchman as these 3 drivers run nose to tail with one another. 2.5 laps now remaining this Nordschleife circuit. You see Jura there just exploring the limits of the circuit. Once again, you have to be a bit careful with that because we have seen a couple of track limits penalties over the course of this race so far. Just half a second or so, but on the Dossigahur, because that's where the penalty zone is, you could lose not only half a second, but about 1.5 to 2 seconds almost. So it ends up being a fairly harsh penalty because you don't only lose the time that you serve in that half second, you also lose the time where your car is not up to the same level of speed. Anyway, through into the left-hander, Benny Habini there just sort of lurking in the background in the Toyota Supra. Habini now down into 9th position. So within slipstream range of Takuma Miyazono, a trio of Japanese drivers of Kokuben, Yamanaka and Miyazono in 6th, 7th and 8th place there, respectively. Yura, meanwhile, with Drummond all over the back of him. Oh, and he's slightly wide there. That's allowed an opportunity for both of those drivers to go through. So Paul Yura dropping 2 places, and Yamanaka is ready to join in on this one as well as they flick it through the left-hander. But Yamanaka picks up a 1-second penalty for a collision as well. We saw him under investigation a little bit earlier on, and I wonder whether that's due to the incident we saw with Coque Lopez, and that's why the Spaniard was off on the gravel. So though he has taken over 6th place, Yamanaka, I wonder if it is all going to be in vain as Fraga goes from attacking Mikael Lazao, or closing that gap down to Mikael Lazao, certainly at the first part of this lap, to now being under attack himself from Valerio Gallo. Oh, he's off onto the grass there, Fraga, he's just flirting with track limits. You wonder whether Gallo's going to find his way through. Fraga slightly wide, pushing the limits of those racing hard tyres as he tries to challenge. They're going to come into the carousel, going 2 by 2. Sensibly there, Gallo just backs out of it ever so slightly. There's no way to find your way through, going side by side into the carousel. And indeed, Gallo just decides to hang on a little bit longer to try and fight another day. The Dottinger undoubtedly is going to be the Italian's best opportunity. And now Hazal is coming to pressure. Whether he's made a slight mistake or something, I don't know, because the gap was over 1.2 seconds. It's now down to just over half a second. So we're on board here with Lopez. Yamanaka in front. So this is where it all kicked off. It was Yamanaka and Estevez coming together, and I think Yamanaka's going to squeeze Lopez. He is, yeah. And Feeney goes through. So that cost Lopez 2 places at the start of the pit stop. So that's why we believe Yamanaka picked up that 1-second penalty, which he is going to serve very, very shortly. Gallo, meanwhile, continues piling the pressure onto the back of Igor Fraga, who again runs it slightly onto the grass, heading towards the YouTuber's corner, as it's known. This is where all of the videos end up being displayed on YouTube of people running a bit too wide, exploring the track limits, that tiny bit too much. Those are problems for our Gran Turismo champions, though. To look at Gallo in the mid-engines as it's known over here in Europe. Paul Yura meanwhile gets a warning for a collision with another car. And down the compression towards the right hand, you can see just how tight and twisty it is here at this point. In terms of going 2 by 2 through there, you've got to really want to have your Christmas dinner through a straw, I'm afraid. That's why Gallo is just waiting, biding his time, and seeking the opportunity to head through the mini carousel in the Dottinger, I'm sure, will use the advantage of the slipstream. He's going to exit though, going through this next right-hander. Just dropped a 10th of a second or so off the back of Igor Fraga. Hazal is going to be under a bit of pressure here too, I've no doubt, because Fraga has closed down the gap to just under 1.1 seconds, so he is very much within slipstream range. Are we going to see Hazal relinquishing the race lead as we head down the Dottinger then for the 3rd and a 5th time? Gap between Hazal and Fraga sort of stabilising a little bit, and Gallo, despite having a good amount of straight line speed, doesn't actually have an opportunity to use it in the first half of the Dottinger, but maybe into the second half he can try and challenge as they come over the rise of the hill. It's Fraga then versus Gallo as they come side by side here for 2nd place. It's going to be mightily close between the two. Fraga backs out of it and tries to find another opportunity to get ahead of Gallo, maybe down in towards the first corner at the start of the next lap will be the opportunity as Hazal gets it slightly sideways. His race lead advantage has come down to just over half a second as we start the penultimate lap of racing here at the Nordschleife then. Fraga looking for the outside line as Gallo is going to defend, or is he? Is Fraga going to try and dive to the inside, down in towards the Castrol S? It might be a little bit too little too late for the Brazilian Japanese driver, I should say. Heritage on both sides. Racing under Brazilian licence, but actually is fluent in Japanese to Igor Fraga as well. Sits in 3rd place for now. Good to see him back as well in the Gran Turismo World Series fold after not seeing him competing much over the course of the last couple of years, focusing a lot on his real world racing efforts. Solid broadcasting have been in the Super Formula Lights category in 2023. That's driving a car in Japan a couple of weeks ago. Gallo and Hazal go slightly wide there. You see that because Hazal just ran it a little bit too hot into there, and Gallo followed him through. As Hazal was able to give a slightly tighter line, just closing the deficit down to over a tenth of a second or so between them. Drummond now ahead of Europe for 4th position. So that place has changed hands. Feeney some 2.1 seconds down the road. Don't need to worry too much about the rain coming back. There are a few grey clouds you can see there just beginning to emerge overhead, but nothing really too much to worry about as they flick it through the right-hander of this Grand Prix circuit. I don't think we'll see any moves being made to the chicane. Of course, it's a bit more of an open chicane compared to what we see on the Grand Prix layout. Meanwhile, Drummond there going for a slight defensive line in towards him, but Europe, again, see there, it's a bit more of a medium speed chicane compared to the Formula 1 style circuit, as I refer to it. Europe finds his way past at the moment, he getting him sideways as they head onto the Nordschleife once again. So, Zhao's gap now down to just over 2/10 of a second, under 2/10 of a second in fact, and I wonder whether Valerio Gallo is going to be challenging for the race lead before too long, because that is really close up between the top three. And look at it now, Hazal had some 2.1 seconds at the start of this stint. It's now down to just over 3/10 of a second. And Serrano and Hafidi are under investigation for driving dangerously post-incident as well. Mikael Hazal with a very old-school World Series photo, actually. Haven't seen that one in a little while. He's grown his hair 96 and cut it short. And good to see Hazal competing at the sharp end once more, and you wonder between these three drivers who is going to emerge on top, or will it be any of them? Will we see a new face up the sharp end? There's still plenty of time for things to change. Now this is where it all concertinaed up on lap 2 as Fraga closed it up onto the back of Valerio Gallo, just backing out of the throttle there is Fraga. Doesn't want to get himself into the back of Valerio Gallo. Both of the top two of Hazal and Gallo are slightly wide. Hazal a bit worse for wear though. Is that going to leave him under pressure here from Gallo? Not quite, as they flick it through this next series of flowing S-bends. This is where it gets mightily tight in this part of the lap. You can go 2x2 at some points over the course of this section of the circuit, but you have to be very brave and have a very willing dancing partner. Crucially, another element to add into the mix as well. As you can see, the headlights have come on. We are now driving into the darkness, so this is going to be another variable to add into the mix for the grand final of the Race of Champions 2023. Left-handed kick we go. Gallo once again signalling his intentions, just trying to put the pressure onto the back of Mikael Hazal, force the Turkish driver into a mistake. Driver meanwhile flicking it through to the right-hander. Such a lovely part of the circuit, this one. Beautiful conditions as well to be driving into the darkness. Track conditions will get a little bit cooler as well, which hopefully will help that little bit in terms of grip for the drivers. Into the right and then the left we go. Great car down to 10th gear, getting nosing with a very limited effect on this heading towards the hotel section of the circuit. See the ball that the drivers here on the outside. And so careful as you flick it through into there. This right hand actually to the World Series a couple of weeks ago. And he was saying that he's one of the trickiest corners on the Nordschleife circuit. You see Fraga then just backing out of the block. Sit behind Gallo and Hazal, finding himself too involved in the battles that may unfold in front of him, because they of course could in turn make a mistake. They could wipe all three drivers out, and that's where Fraga's real world racing experience, I'm sure, will come to the forefront. Those tell they still run. Gallo now puts the pressure on Hazal for the race lead. Are we going to see the Italian taking over at the helm of this one? He's going to go for the outside line through here. It's going to be a mightily brave move for Valerio Gallo, but he makes it stick, and the Italian is past and into the race lead, and Hazal's off into the wall as well. Drama then for Mikael Hazal, going for the race lead into the barrier and dropping right down now out of the slipstreaming range of Fraga as well. He's now 1.7 seconds to the deficit of them. And that is going to be absolutely huge for Hazal, because he needs to be in slipstreaming range to have a fighting chance of challenging for the race lead come the final lap. But Valerio Gallo, I mentioned earlier on just how disappointed he was to not be crowned as the champion of the Gazoo Racing GT Cup. He said he's really wanted to take that title in 2023, and I wonder if he might be able to have a slight bit of redemption here by being crowned as the Race of Champions winner here this evening in Japan. Igor Fraga, though, will be doing everything in his power to try and take that away. Let's see if we can see exactly what happened here. So Gallo versus Hazal side by side. I don't think there's any contact between the two. I think Hazal just went a little bit too fast into there, didn't he? And straight off to the scene of the accident, slightly kissing the wall on the outside. Fortunately for him, he didn't lose too much time, relatively speaking. If he hit the wall, he'd have been some 4 or 5 seconds back, as opposed to the 2.6, 2.7 that he sits now. And it's all about Hazal and how quick he is going to be able to close down the deficit, if indeed he will be able to, on Igor Fraga and Valerio Gallo. Just one more lap left after this one at the Nordschleife circuit, as the headlights now burst through the darkness, piercing it like a knife into the night. Through to the right hand, and we go. This is heading in towards the Dossier Hur. Fraga there sitting in second position, sort of in slipstream range of Gallo, but nothing really to worry about in terms of Mikael Hazal behind. And I wonder whether Hazal has just thrown away the opportunity he had to be crowned as the winner for this one. And that just goes to show, doesn't it, because there's a live audience in Japan as well, the pressure that these drivers can find themselves under as we head in towards the long straight for the second to last time in the Race of Champions. So it is Gallo that leads the way. Look at the advantage he's been able to pull out, actually, over Igor Fraga as well. It's 1.3 seconds, so he is now in turn also out of slipstream range. So this could have worked very nicely for the Italian as he comes down the back straight. There is Igor Fraga in the forefront of your shot. Just next to him, closest to the camera, is Valerio Gallo, the race leader. The two sitting next to one another in terms of their gaming rigs, and next to one another on track as well. And indeed, Gallo is just able to hold that buffer to Igor Fraga as we come through, ready to start the final lap of racing for 2023 in the Gran Turismo World Series as part of the Race of Champions. So it is Gallo that leads the field across the line by just 0.7 of a second over Igor Fraga. Mikael Hazal there in third place. The gap up to now just under 3 seconds. On the brakes we go, in towards the Castrolette. Fraga, we know he loves being able to lead from the front, but is he going to be able to do so here tonight? We're going to find out in just under 25 kilometres or so's time as we ride on board here with Igor Fraga. Into the left-hander we go, then into the right, all the way through Fraga as it stands for now, but the Brazilian certainly closer than he has been over the last few kilometres or so. Will he go for a lunge into the hairpin? Well, he's closing up to the back of Gallo. Gallo there defending the line. The thing is, Fraga, he doesn't want to pounce too early. He leaves himself as a bit of a sitting duck as the darkness really does begin to descend here at the Nordschleife. The sun begins to set on the season. Through the Michael Schumacher-esque we go. Fraga up in the fourth gear. Closing onto the back of Valerio Gallo. So good the pressure here is Valerio Gallo. This is a real test of the Italian strength. Through to the right we go. And then on towards this short back straight. Into the right-handed kick, and then we head in towards the Nordschleife circuit once more. Relatively spread out amongst one another. Paul-Jura a little further back and on the back of Killian Drummond for fourth place here too. So there could be some good battles beginning to unfold on this final lap. Kind of the sharp end. It is a two-way fight for the race lead as we head on towards the Nordschleife then for the final time. We know that Igor Fraga is very handy around this circuit. We know that Gallo is also, in turn, a pretty competitive driver around this track. Here is Killian Drummond. We're running on board with him in fourth place. And he's going to come under pressure here from Paul Ura, and Ura indeed in the McLaren Mercedes SLR finds his way through. Dumont getting it back again in the second half of that back straight. Brilliantly done there, just showing how that slipstream on this long straight can be effective, even if you are the one who comes under pressure in the initial stages. So, in towards the flag puts, here we go. Zhao now, his podium might be under threat here, because Dumont and Ura are not far adrift, actually, of the Turkish driver. And it looks like Zhao's run for victory is over. And will he be able to hold on to that final podium place with the Frenchman and with the Spaniard very close for company behind? Into the right hand, and we go. Braga still onto the back here of Valerio Gallo. It is surely going to come down to this back straight. The tension is beginning to rise in Japan. It is beginning to rise on circuit here at the Nordschleife as well. Cue the Jaws music, because Braga is now right over the back of Valerio Gallo. I wondered if he might wait a little bit later on for that move of the race lead, but he's certainly looking pretty aggressive and pretty handy as we flick it through to the left, and then the right-hander. Yamanaka, meanwhile, just getting the better of Mehdi Habidi for 10th position as well. Braga, slight bit of contact there into Valerio Gallo, just giving you a little nudge, saying, I know you're there, mate. I'm ready to try and attack whenever the opportunity is there. Ura, meanwhile, in 4th place, has just gone ahead of Kylian Dumont for 5th position as well. Zhao's gap for the podium, 2.8 seconds in 6th between himself and Braga for 2nd. 2.5 seconds between Zhao and Ura for 3rd. So at the moment, Zhao will be safe. But as we know, this Nordschleife circuit really does bite when you make a very, very slight error. Through to the hotel section we go for the last time. Past the adoring crowd here at the Nordschleife as well. Gallo, half a second the gap sits. Here is Ura. Now, crucial thing is here, he's going to see Mikael Zhao as well, and that will just be a little bit of a carrot dangled in front of the Spaniard. Oh, Dumont made a mistake. That's how Ura was able to get through, just coming through that right-hander. Dumont lit up the rear tyres ever so slightly, and that is how it cost him 4th place to the Spaniard. Gallo then, difference in mind between himself and Igor Braga. This, of course, as you can see, is now very much in the darkness. And I wonder how much this is going to affect riders, their visibility, and indeed their confidence. Look at Gallo, though. He's under pressure here from Braga, who's going for the race. He had a superb run through the last couple of corners, and Igor Braga takes over at the front on the final lap of the Race of Champions. The question is now, is Gallo going to have anything in his locker to try and retaliate? Is he going to do it immediately? Yes, he is, because Braga's off the track, and Gallo goes back through into the race lead. That's exactly what I was talking about. Just a simple mistake can cost you so, so dearly. And as the brake discs glow in the darkness, it is Gallo now who has the advantage as we head into the carousel section. Well, what drama here, and now it's not over further back as well, because Dumont is through, and here comes Takuma Miyazono, ready to join the party. So Ura loses 2 places in the space of just 1 corner as he drops down into 6th position in the McLaren Mercedes SLR, and Miyazono's on a late charge in the Jaguar XJ220. The 2020 Triple Crown winner really wants to try and get himself onto the podium, and he's got every opportunity to do so with just under half a lap now remaining here at this Nordschleife circuit. There's a fair old gap actually to Mikael Zhao up the road in 3rd place, some 3.6, 3.7 seconds or so. But as we've seen, those mistakes can really cost you very dearly indeed. So don't discount Takuma Miyazono as he sits behind Kylian Dumont. Don't discount Ura and also Dumont as well in turn, because as we know, they can always try and work together, but they are running out of opportunities because they're coming through into the final series of corners before the tossing a her. As we ride on board with the 18-year-old Paul Ura. Here is the Spaniard, looking through to the left as he makes his way through. Track to Takuma Miyazono then is Paul Ura over the compression in towards the right-hander, and let's see what he is going to be able to do. Takuma Miyazono it is though, man on a mission. He's made great ground over the last couple of laps or so to be right in contention for this one. And as the headlights pierce the darkness once more, Drumont is going to be a bit of a sitting duck, I would imagine, on the Dossiger, but we know that that's not the end of the world, because we saw him coming under pressure from Ura last time around. Ura found his way through, Drumont ducked back into the slipstream, and then the Frenchman got back past before the end of the back straight. But now, of course, there's one other driver to add into the equation as well. As we flick it through the right and head on to the Dossiger, it is Valerio Gallo who holds a 2.5 second advantage over Igor Fraga. So I think that that mistake that Fraga made could and may have cost him a chance of victory. But who is going to get fourth place here in this one in the race of champions then, as we head down the Dossiger for the final time this year? Miyazono pulls out of the slipstream of Kilian Drumont and goes past in the Jaguar XJ220. Drumont tries to duck into the wheel tracks of the Spaniard, but here comes Paul Ura in the McLaren Mercedes SLR as well. He in turn is going to challenge Miyazono and goes through. We're going to go three wide. It's going to be Messi and Drumont into the wall. He's off into the barrier. Drama in the closing stages as Valerio Gallo comes out of the final corner and across the timing line to win the Gran Turismo Race of Champions 2023. Here in Japan, it is Valerio Gallo who is on top of the world in the Gran Turismo World Series, ahead of Igor Fraga in second. Mikael Hazal takes third place on his return to the GT World Series.